The American Revolution was a political, military struggle in which 13 British colonies in North America broke away from the British Empire to form the United States of America. It arose from imperial tensions of the 7 Years' War, had plunged Britain into a global conflict across Europe, North America, the Caribbean, India, Africa, and Asian Pacific. After 1763, our victorious Britain faced massive war debt and sought to make its more profitable colonies contribute more to the empire. Therefore, Parliament imposed a slew of new taxes and regulations. Colonists objected to these measures as taxation without representation. The Boston Massacre of 1770 added more resentment, which led to Boston Tea Party movement in 1773. This made Britain impose the Coercive and Intolerable Acts into law on the colonies. Despite this, resistance organized through more movements, like the Committees of Correspondence and Continental Congresses, formed straining relations between the colonies and homeland. In the southern colonies, after their defeats in the north, the British focused on the southern colonies and subverting loyalist sympathies. In March 1780, British General Henry Clinton surrounded and seized the city Charleston, South Carolina, for 6 weeks eventually, forcing Americans under General Benjamin Lincoln to surrender, regaining British control of a vital southern port. Then in January 1781, what was known as the Battle of Cowpens, Daniel Morgan's outnumbered Patriot forces tricked and crushed British and Loyalist troops in South Carolina, using a brilliant two-line formation and a faked retreat that lured the British into a deadly trap of concentrated fire and bayonet charges, devastated the British Southern campaign. In March 1781, although General Cornwallis's forces defeated the American army, led by Major General Nathaniel Greene at Guilford Courthouse around today's Greensboro, North Carolina, they again suffered heavy casualties, losing over a quarter of their forces. This loss forced Cornwallis to retreat to Wilmington, North Carolina. (1781) Chesapeake Bay and Yorktown. British General Cornwallis fortified the last stand at Yorktown, Virginia, but a French fleet under Admiral de Grasse defeated British naval support at the Battle of the Chesapeake eventually. American and French armies besieged Yorktown. Cornwallis surrendered in October 1781 and effectively ended all major fight in Spain, and the Dutch Republic put pressure on Britain elsewhere in the Caribbean, Mediterranean, and Indian Ocean, resulting in them not being able to concentrate forces in America. The war formally ended with the Treaty of Paris, forcing Britain to officially recognize the independence of the United States of America. The U.S. borders were to extend from the Atlantic Ocean to the Mississippi River, creation of a republican government based on popular sovereignty similar to the Roman and Greek republics. Although the initial loosely defined Articles of Confederation made for unstable societal fragility, the later iteration of the U.S. Constitution in 1787 provided more stability and cohesion for the fledgling Union. Native American nations did lose the British protection that held colonization back and faced American westward expansion beyond the Appalachian Mountains. Britain invested imperial resources across other colonies such as Canada, the Caribbean, Australia, Africa, and India. France incurred a heavy war debt, an economic crisis, and the democratic republican ideals inspired by the American colonies that led to the violent French Revolution of 1789. Not only in mainland France, but also their colony in Haiti, the historical after effect, the American Revolution had inspired other movements to challenge monarchy as the legitimate form of government and reconfigured world politics.
Well, this is a quick tidbit of history for y'all. Thanks for watching. missed it, check out part 1. It talks about the beginnings of the Revolutionary War and battles in New England and Middle Atlantic colonies. Bye-bye.